If your credit card debt feels out of control and you feel like you've been stuck for years, this video is for you. Most people are making payments, but the balance barely moves. And by the end of this video, you're going to have a clear step-by-step plan to get out of credit cards debt faster so you can stop paying for the past and finally pay for your future. But first, there's one thing that you have to do before any of this works. And if you skip it, none of this matters. This is not financial advice. This video is for education purpose only. Consult with a professional before making a financial decision. Here's the truth. You cannot pay off debt while you're still adding to it. That's like trying to drain a sink while the faucet is still running. So the first thing is to stop using credit cards. Cut them up. Put them in the freezer, put them away, whatever you need to do, and remove them from everywhere, like Samsung Pay, Apple Pay, Amazon, safeguards in online shopping, remove them. Any checkouts autofill, remove them. I personally took my cards out of my wallet completely and I did not have a credit card with me. So if something came up, there was no easy swipe. I had to use cash or wait. Because you have to set up your life so it's hard to mess up. Let me tell you the truth. Nobody has become rich from cashbacks. Cashback is how they hook you. I made this mistake. I told myself I use the card for groceries to get 4% back and I'll pay it right away. There's a trap. The payment system delays you like 3 days, 4 days, where it won't let you pay right away. And while you are waiting, life happens. An emergency pops up, and now money gets used somewhere else. You tell yourself, I'll pay it later, and later never comes. Then the balance grows again and again. That's how people stay stuck for years. Cashback is not wealth, it's a trap. The real reason people feel stuck is simple. Most of the payment goes to interest, not the balance. When you owe something like $20,000, a lot of people are paying $450 to $600 a month just in interest. So it feels like you are paying, but you're not moving. Now, let me show you what worked for me. And then I'll show you a second option that can freeze interest and speed things up even faster. First is the snowball effect. This is what I used and it worked. Here's the snowball rule. You keep making the regular payments you're already making every single month. You pay the minimum payments on every card so nothing falls behind. Then you pick one card and attack it aggressively with extra money. Now, most people think attack the biggest balance first, but snowball is different and it works because it builds momentum fast. With Snowball, you start with the smallest balance first because quick wins create motivation. Motivation creates consistency, and consistency is what gets you free. Now, here's the part that makes it fast. You need extra money. An extra $200 per month changes everything. You may ask, where does it come from? Sell things around the house, a side hustle, extra shift, anything temporary to create a little breathing room, because that extra $200 isn't spending money. That's money for your freedom. And I'm going to show you this on a spreadsheet. You're going to list all of your cards' balances from the highest to the lowest. For example, American Express, $5,000, Wells Fargo, TD, Synchrony Bank, Amazon, and so on and so forth, from the highest to the lowest. Right now, we have an example here of $20,000 that we're trying to pay off as fast as possible, right? So each of the payments right now for this amount is taking about $719 every single month out of your cash flow that you're not able to use for investing in you. Now for payments, you have to put list all of the payments that you are required by each of the companies for your minimum, not what you put normally, but the minimum amount that is required. Do not worry about the interest on each of the cards, because the way that Snowball works, it will eventually everything is going to work out if you do it in this specific way. So once listed all of your payments that you're making on each of those cards, which is that are the minimum payments, what we want to do is once we get those $200 every single month, what we're going to do is we're going to apply that $200 plus the minimum payment. And that means that in 1 month, we'll be able to remove one of those payments every month for one of those cards. We're going to do the same thing for the second card, which is going to be now because you already were making your minimum payment of $30, $45, $48. So what we're going to do is the $200 plus the $30 that we just free up in our second month, and we're going to add the $45, which is the normal payment that we're supposed to do for that month, and that's going to be $275 going onto the Target card. That means that you'll be able to pay this Target card in 2 months and half, and you continue doing this with $200 within 9 month period. You'll be able to free up about $181 that it was going directly to credit card money now that you have available to be able to continue the snowball. I had multiple credit cards. Home Depot, Ulta, JetBlue, Bank of America, Wells Fargo. Altogether, I owe about $41,000. It was getting harder and harder to keep up with the payments. Unexpected expenses kept coming up, and I felt like I could never catch up with it. Most of my money was going to interest, so the balance barely moved. Then I decided to try something different. I started from the smallest balance first. Ulta was around $300. Home Depot was about $500. Then the next card was about $1,000. When I paid off that first card, something small happened, but it meant a lot. And suddenly, I had around $150 every month available to spend that I did not have before. And that's when it hit me. For the first time, I felt like I was actually making progress. Then another card disappeared. Then another one. Month after month, I started feeling less stressed. Now I had more money available, like in ammunition to attack the next card and finally put this credit card trap behind me. That's the real power of Snowball. It doesn't just pay off debt. It reduces stress because your minimum payments drop every time you win. So utilizing the $200 to be able to get out of debt faster, if you continue doing this, you'll be able to pay off all of your $20,000 in debt for the credit cards that you have within 36 months, which is going to be 3 years. Now, if you want to make it faster and you have a way to get $400, look what this can do for you if you did $400 instead. That means that you'll be able to be done with all of your payments and pay $20,000 worth of credit cards debt in 2 years and 2 months. The more money you put in, the faster it goes. But the best way to do it is by doing the snowball effects. This option is for people who wants to save a lot on interest. Balance transfers. A balance transfer can move your debt to a card with 0% interest, normally for 12 months or longer, depending on the offer. Yes, there's usually a fee like around 3 to 5%, but hear me out. If you owe $20,000 and you're paying $450 to $600 a month in interest, and a balance transfer fee is like 4% on $20,000, that fee could be around $800. But if you're saving $450 to $600 a month in interest, you can make that fee back in about 1 to 2 months, and then the rest is savings. And once the interest is frozen, every extra dollars you pay goes straight to that balance. That makes the snowball even faster. Check your bank's portal. If you have multiple cards, sometimes you can do a balance transfer right inside from your account. So the best combo can be freeze interest with a balance transfer, then run the snowball and crush the balances. Let me simplify it. If you want to get free from credit cards, do this in order. First, stop using the cards. Second, use the snowball. Pay the minimum on all cards and attack the smallest balance first. Third, try to find extra money each month by selling things or doing a side hustle, and use that to attack the debt faster. And if this makes sense, you can look into balance transfer to reduce the interest and speed things up. Right now, you're paying for the past, but this is how you can start taking back your future.